Today we have Nongshim potato noodle soup. This is one of those noodles that's always caught my eye in the ramen aisle. I finally decided to pick up a packet. It costs £1 10p, so slightly cheaper than things like the Samyang Buldak, and I think similar in price to the other Nongshim noodles like Shin Ramyun. So the reason this always caught my eye is because it says chewy potato noodle on the front. I really love chewy noodles, as you are probably aware. There's a few unusual things on this packet though. It says instant noodles with sweetener. That sounds really strange to me. And the packaging itself, it looks really odd compared to everything else in the ramen aisle. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty cool, a bit retro, but yeah, I guess the proof is in what it tastes like. I have to say my expectations are quite low. Potatoes, not something I would ordinarily pair up with ramen. So it'd be interesting to see what sorts of flavors they've gone with in this to try and get the best out of a potato noodle. Okay, in terms of the energy, we've got 454 calories in this packet, so fairly standard stuff. In terms of the ingredients, I'll have a look at the soup powder and see if there's anything that catches my eye. Okay, onion, cabbage, salt, sugar, spinach, spices, garlic, salt, chili extract, black pepper, and then a few flavor enhancers. The flakes have cabbage and bok choy. So I'm expecting this to be sort of spicy and vegetable-y, I think. It seems a bit consistent with the look on the front, which looks like a sort of a mushroom vegetable soup. Okay, in terms of the cooking directions, add noodle, vegetable mix and soup base into 450 ml of boiling water. Cook for 3.5 minutes, which isn't long. Stir well and serve. Really interesting. I'm expecting this to be very chewy actually, because it's a short cooking time. But yeah, let's open it up, see what's inside. Okay, that's the first thing that strikes me as unusual here. Square noodles. Usually the Nongshim ones are all round, so that's quite unusual. Looks very similar to the normal sort of Shin Ramyun Nongshim noodles that you would expect. Okay, we've got our soup base and our vegetable mix. So let's go with the vegetable mix first. Wow. They look great. Really, really high quality. Quite impressed. Okay, soup base. Okay. Whoa. Very oniony. Not getting much else. It looks and smells like onion powder. But all in all, yeah, the flakes look good. The noodles look good. That smells good. So yeah, let's cook it up and see what it tastes like. Okay, this looks and smells really nice. I was not expecting a clear soup like that. I can kind of see the difference. These look a bit slimy. You can actually see where they're sort of more cooked on the outside and less cooked on the inside. I'm actually going to turn the fan on, show you this. Looks really unusual. Looks sort of unlike any other Korean noodle. Trying to think if I've ever seen a noodle like that at all. It's sort of translucent, you know. But my mouth is watering because this smells really good. One quick look at the soup. The soup looks slightly thick. I don't know if some of the noodles, I don't know if it thickens the soup as it's cooking, but the texture there, it looks sort of thicker than just a normal broth. The flakes look amazing and the noodles look a bit slimy, but I think there's going to be some chew there, so I'm quite excited to try that. But first of all, let's see what this broth smells like. Okay, just a bit oniony and a little bit cabbagey. Okay, spice, a little bit of heat there. Yeah, it's definitely on the thicker side, that soup. It's thickened up, definitely. Okay. It's like a vegetable soup with a little bit of chili. Oniony, cabbagey, salty. Quite salty, actually. But really good. Okay, and the flakes, I mean, look how good they look. Honestly, that's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, but the moment of truth is going to be, what do these noodles taste like? Are they chewy? Are they not? Okay, a bit disappointing. They're a bit slimy. They're nowhere near as chewy as I was hoping for. You know, I was hoping for a bit of resistance, a bit of bite. I think I might prefer the normal noodles to these potato ones. Yeah. Okay, there is a little bit of chew, but I think I would rather have a normal noodle and just cook it slightly less to get a bit of bite to it. I think the most annoying thing is that the predominant mouthfeel when eating this is it's slimy. Yeah, a bit squelchy and a bit slimy. But the broth, let's just drink. Beautiful flavors from that. It's really, there's only enough chili just to waken up the mouth. It really tastes like a nice, clean, you know, quite thick vegetable soup. Yeah, but the noodles are so forgettable. Okay, so that was nice, but was it special? How nice was it? Let's think this through. It costs £1.10, so I think for £1.10 I was expecting slightly better out of the noodles. I think the noodles were the big disappointment for me there. The soup was delicious. The flakes were excellent. The flavors were really good. There's no other noodle that has that type of flavor. Really clean. I actually think the Nong Shim Soon would be beautiful with that broth. That was really, really nice and light. Really delicious. Those noodles were just disappointing. So, you know, I have to ask myself, it's not amazing value for money, I think, for £1.10, given those noodles. How often would I get this? I'm not sure. I think I would probably get it again because the broth was so nice, but those noodles were just really disappointing for me. So it wasn't bad. And if I was handed that, I would absolutely eat the whole thing. You know, I'm not really complaining about it too much, but I have to think about, you know, realistically, how frequently would I get it? I would maybe get it in a year's time, just to change things up a little bit. It's not unpleasant in any way, really, but, you know, I'm just used to expecting a lot more out of these Nong Shim, or just noodles generally. So I think for me, in terms of a rating, that'll be a 2.5 out of 5.